Kylie's really good at engaging the children, asking them what they want to learn about, what they want to read about.
She goes above and beyond for the kids, and she seemed to have made them have a love for reading at a really young age, which I think will go on with them in the future.
I'm really proud and honoured to be announced as the BookBug Hero Award winner for 2021. I was actually really surprised when my colleagues told me that they had nominated me and that some of the parents had put me forward, because I really feel that I'm just doing my job. It's a job that I love, and it's just what I do naturally at work.
Kylie has been the literacy lead in the nursery now for just over 2 years, and she's done such an amazing job at creating and developing a stimulating, literacy-rich nursery environment.
We've got quite a lot of new little ones in the nursery, and so they're not used to sitting down and coming and sitting as a group for a story. But I find if we use lots of props, it really engages them.
I learned a lot from her suitcase idea. So she has the book, and then she sets up like the puppet shows. She'll paint the stones or she'll paint the wooden spoons, and I think it's really great. It really encourages the children to come and play.
Over the last 2 years here at Longridge Primary School, the whole school from nursery to primary 7 has really been trying to expand our reading culture and involve the community in that. I feel that BookBug really has been a big part of that process, because we have been able to engage with our parents and families.
Kylie had initially used BookBug resources and packs for internal development of literary skills. We based our activities around it, we based snack times around it, our social events and things like that. And then it became very obvious to Kylie that would be a very good bridging from home links and nursery links.
We developed the Big Bedtime Read program here at Longridge, and that was a real team effort. And the Big Bedtime Read was really important in helping parents establish really good bedtime routines and family time at home.
We had the school bags, and it was a big bedtime read. We got to take one home each week with 4 or 5 books in it. So they had a wee survey in them, and the kids could see what they liked, what they didn't like, and then she'd make up the bags for the following week.
We're not a big community. There might be some kids that didn't have great quality differences of books. With Kylie sending them home, it's given them an opportunity to read different books and see different things that maybe parents can't afford.
Kylie has helped to bring the Big Bedtime Read system to our toddler group, our parent and toddler group that we run round on the community side, from babies right up. So I feel that she's very involved even before the nursery.
During lockdown, she recognised that families felt isolated and required her support, so she used creative ways such as Sway to help support families and help families to support their children.
So the Microsoft Sway that I developed, which is kind of like an interactive newsletter, was filled with photos and information from the Scottish Book Trust website to give our parents the knowledge and activity ideas to extend their children's learning. The ideas were really based around the books that were in the pack and to help promote the children's interest.
So a lot of the books that come in the packs focus on emotional regulation and health and well-being, which was fantastic. Kylie picked up on that immediately and used that to support families and children throughout the pandemic, to think about how they were feeling, how to regulate it, recognise it, and then deal with it. It really does help children to read things like that, to understand it's okay to feel like that, and what can we do to deal with it appropriately rather than perhaps express it negatively.
She's a very animated reader. We had that through the stories that they were doing during lockdown. Even with no children in front of her, she managed to keep that excitement of the stories and the books for the children.
My son had a kind of little speech impediment, and he didn't speak very much. And see, through all the reading and the work the nursery's been doing with him, he's so much more confident, and he'll sit and tell us stories now, whereas he would never do it before.
I am dyslexic, so I stutter a lot usually when I read. Kylie's made me feel more confident on how to read the books, to the kids, and my tone and how to do all that. So Kylie has helped me a lot with that stuff.
We are all absolutely delighted for Kylie. She's such a worthy winner, and she puts her heart and soul into everything that she does.
She genuinely does care about every child, how well they progress. And even in primary 1 and 2, when they pass the nursery, they're still waving, "Hello, Mrs. Watt." And I think it's inspirational for myself and the other girls that work in the nursery. That is what we want to when we've been here for a few years.